Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are finally doing the Black Friday Cyber Monday deals for all of the makeup brands that I've found thus far. We are very slowly but also very quickly creeping into Black Friday Cyber Monday territory, but a lot of brands have already started their sales. We are seeing early Black Friday sales happening, which essentially is just their Black Friday deals but extended a bit longer or a lot longer. Now I did a whole video on skincare brands that are also running Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals, as well as a couple fragrance brands. Go check that video out if you are curious about picking anything up skincare related or fragrance related. And I have a running updated list in the description box of that video for any more skincare brands that I may not have covered within the video. And of course, if there are any other sales that I do not get to include in this video because they come out after I film this, then I will be updating everything in the description box down below. So make sure you check that out if you're curious if there's been any more additions. Just wanted to pop in here and remind you that this video is supposed to serve as a tool for you to save some money. And because of that, I wanted to remind you that you shouldn't feel obligated to have to shop all of these brands, if any of them at all. And just as a reminder to use a program similar to Rakuten. Rakuten gives you cash back on all of these different sites. They also do elevated cash back, especially around the holidays. I use this all the time when I shop online. It is a great tool. You can use a Chrome plugin and just shop directly from your Chrome browser and it'll pop up whenever you're on these individual sites. You can filter it out based on beauty as well. And as you can see, they have some elevated percentages off right now. So make sure you get your coin, you save your coin, and you use something similar to this. And happy shopping if you participate. Let's get into it. I have a lot of brands to go over with you guys, as well as my recommendations for you. I'm going to try to keep it very short and sweet, so this video isn't 3 hours long. So if you're interested in seeing all of the sales, then let's get started. Like we did in the last video, as we go down the list, it's going to be in alphabetical order. I'm going to tell you guys the dates of the sales that they are promoting, and the gifts with purchase or free shipping, and the codes that you may need for that, as well as my personal recommendations for you guys for each of these brands if I have them. When it comes to my recommendations for these brands, by no means am I telling you guys you have to get every single product that I have listed, because there are a lot of products. This recommendations section of the video is just going to be if someone were to come up to me and ask me, oh, have you tried this brand? What do you like from them? That is kind of how I'm looking at it. Not all of these are going to be holy grails, but they're definitely going to be products that I have personally enjoyed. Some of them I have within my makeup routine, and some things that I personally would give my stamp of approval. So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to give you guys a little something, a little bit of a direction if you're curious about any of these brands. I did want to know, with the brands that don't have sales just yet, the ones that have not started yet, their shipping may be different than what I have. What I have is what I've pulled from their website. Some of them will promote free shipping during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so I would say just go and click on their websites just to make sure that the shipping is what you want it to be. So a lot of these sales have already started, so these are all confirmed. I know these for a fact, but in terms of the sales that haven't started just yet when I'm filming this video, which is November 21st, just know that I try to cross confirm all of these sales in as many places as I can. I am like 99.9% sure that I have all of these deals correct, but if they're wrong, I'm sorry in advance. I tried my best to get you guys as close to the real deal as possible. First brand I want to talk about is Amicole. They are doing 25% off site-wide, and all month long, if you spend $75 on their website, you choose one free gift. It's either a brush, a highlighter, or a brow gel. And they're offering free shipping with $55 or more with code EARLY20. And the product that I would recommend from Amicole would be the lip treatment oils. I love these. I think that they are so great. I talk about these pretty often. I talked about them in my lip oil video. I have the shade in Excellence. I think that they're so good. They have recently expanded a lot of the shade range for this one. I personally would love to pick up a couple more, but that would be my pick from Amicole. Next up, we have Babe Original. They have a sale starting November 25th and it runs through November 30th. So it doesn't quite reach Cyber Monday. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do have another sale that they haven't announced yet. This is going to be a 30% off site-wide sale. And what I would recommend to you guys is going to be the lash serum. The lash serum from Babe Original is my #1 go-to growth lash serum for my lashes. I've been using it for years. I think since 2020 or 2021 now. It's just great. They also have a lash conditioner, which is nice too. But personally, if I were to get just one thing from them, I would get the lash serum. I believe they have a bundle though where you can get both of them. I would recommend both if you can get both, but so good. It doesn't irritate my eyelids or anything like that. I don't have any adverse reactions to it, and it lasts a really long time as well. Next up, we have Briogeo, which is going to be a hair care brand. They have a sale that started November 20th and it's running through December 2nd. They're doing 30% off site-wide, no code needed. I don't have any shipping information for them, but the two products that I recommend because I use them pretty regularly within my hair care routine. So they're actually both from the Farewell Frizz collection. The Farewell Frizz Rosarco Leave-In Conditioner Spray. Love that. Been using it forever. Makes my hair really soft and very manageable. Way less frizzy to be honest. And the Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Cream. This is super nice if you find that your hair gets really puffy straight after blow drying your hair. Typically I'll shower at night and then I'll blow dry my hair before bed and it does get pretty poofy, but then I'll just sleep and then it looks better in the morning. But if I'm in a pinch, if I do have to wash my hair and blow dry and style it right away, if I use this blow dry cream, it gets rid of all of that poofiness and frizziness. It's very nice and it's not heavy on the hair. It doesn't make it oily or anything like that. So good. Those are my recommendations. BK Beauty, one of my favorite brush brands. Oh my goodness. Oh, so good. I don't talk about my favorite brush brands enough just because it's one of those things that you use constantly and you almost forget that you use them because it's so ingrained within your routine, you know? So they're doing 30% off site-wide, which is incredible. I think from what I've seen, this is the biggest sale that they've done all year. The code is BFCM24, but it's auto-applied at checkout. And I have a lot of recommendations from BK Beauty, honestly, but to give you guys like the rundown. So I love all of the brushes that I have from them. That's not even an exaggeration. I use all of the brushes I have from them. But if I were to like narrow it down for you, the Holy Grail brush trio, they have 3 brushes in there, obviously trio, and they're kind of paw brush shaped. They are so perfect. So perfect. It has the 101 foundation brush, which I actually used today to apply my foundation. It's like this very big, dense paw brush. And then they have the 109 mini foundation, which is absolute perfection for any cream or liquid blush or bronzer, any cream or liquid contour, anything like that. It is incredible because it places it right on the cheek exactly how you want it. And you can also use it to blend out any concealer. You can also use it with powder, whatever you want. But for me personally, I tend to use it mostly on my creams and liquids. And I have about 3 of these. I have 3 of them that I'm constantly rotating in my collection. And the A506 concealer brush from the Angie Hot and Flashy collection. You guys, you know that since I started using this brush for my concealer, I have not looked back. It is the best. It gets in there. It acts like your fingertip, like it's wide enough where it seems like a fingertip kind of spreading it out, but it's dense enough, but also loose enough to where it's not streaky or it's not caking up on the skin. So perfect. And also the Nikki LaRose collection is incredible. All of the brushes in that, the N17 Pro Face brush, the N15 powder brush. I mean, I tried to narrow it down for the Nikki LaRose set, but honestly, I like the whole set. You can't go wrong with any of them. And then lastly, the stand-up brush holder. I use that to travel every trip that I took this year, I'm pretty sure. I have it right here. I constantly have brushes in it. It is the best. So it closes up You just lift it like that, you zip it up, and then you can take it to travel. And then when you have to go in and use your brushes, you just pull that sleeve down and everything's standing up right there. You can see everything, it's all compact. It's incredible. I've also put my setting sprays in here with my brushes. I've put like my tools, like my tweezers, my lash curler, everything goes in here. These are a must. I love it. That may be like my #1 choice from the BK Beauty site, but all the brushes, you guys have to try them. They're very, very sturdy. I haven't had a single one like break on me, and all of the ferrules stay in place. None of them shed. I've never had shedding, and I wash them pretty regularly. So BK Beauty, I will link it all down below, as well as in the YouTube shopping for you guys, so you can easily find them. And I'll link the specific brushes in there too. And just know that whatever I have individually linked, those are like some of my top brushes. Next, we have Credo Beauty. So they're doing a separate Black Friday and Cyber Monday deal, but they're the same. So it is 20% off online or in store site wide from what I can see. And on Cyber Monday, it's also 20% off online and in store, but you get double points and free shipping on Cyber Monday. So if you want to wait for that, you can, but you also risk some of the stuff selling out. So it really is up to you guys. And that runs November 29th through December 2nd. But December 2nd is Cyber Monday. So that's when the double points and free shipping happen. Daisy DND. So if you guys are familiar with DND gel for your nails, that's actually what I have on right now, and I really need to do my nails again. They're incredible gel nail polishes. They're super shiny. They last forever. I've had this manicure on for I think 2.5 weeks now, and I've only had one chip right here, and the rest of it is just like nail growth. They're really good. The color I have on right now is Cherry Mocha, but actually when I found this sale last week, you guys, I already purchased, I made a big purchase, and I got so many gels because they come in kits. They come with the gel nail polish and the regular nail lacquer that is not gel. It comes in a set, and they're like $6 to $8, something like that. So I'm pretty sure I bought like 8 to 10 sets. So that means I got like 16 to 20 actual nail polish bottles. It's incredible. And it was less than $100. And I don't know about you guys. Personally, I like to do my nails at home. I'll either do press-ons, I'll do some sort of gel manicure. That's like how I mostly like to do my nails. So I stocked up on a bunch of colors that I think that I would love throughout the years. So good. So good. That's such a great, oh my gosh, did I even tell you guys what the deal is? I didn't. So the deal is 50% off site-wide with code VIP50. It's already running, like I said. So go get your nail polishes before they sell out. They're so good. They're really good. Okay, Danessa Myricks from November 26th through December 2nd. They're doing 35% off site-wide. Plus, if you buy a bundle, you get a gift with purchase, which is the Yummy Skin Glow Serum Primer. And my recommendations from Danessa would be the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Forever Flushed Kit. The one that I featured in a short recently, it has 2 limited edition shades and 2 permanent shades within the line. The blurring blush balms, they're incredible, especially if you have oily skin. They really stay on the skin, and they kind of dry down almost like a powder finish. And then I would also recommend the original blurring balm. I like the translucent one because I actually like using it as a primer. They also have the tinted ones. I have that as well, but I personally don't have a perfect match, so I don't tend to reach for that one specifically, but I actually really like the translucent one to set and put it underneath my foundations because it really fills in those pores and it helps to fight the oils throughout the day. So my makeup just generally lasts longer when I use this primer. Next up, we have Dae Hair Care. They started their sale November 20th and it's running through December 2nd. They're doing 25% off site-wide. I don't have too much experience with Dae. I did get their dry shampoo, but to be 100% honest with you guys, I've only used it maybe a handful of times. There is definitely a learning curve to this one because it's not an aerosol dry shampoo. So it's a little bit tricky. I don't want to recommend it right off the bat right now just because I've tried it, because I've only used it maybe once or twice and it was okay. Dior, this one, I'm sorry to say I don't have anything on that I could like put a number to, a percentage to, but from everything that I've been seeing, everyone is anticipating that they have some sort of sale because they have had sales in the past in the last couple of years. So I would just recommend to keep checking in on that, or keep checking in on the description box down below, because like I said, as soon as I find out, I will be adding it to the description box so you guys have it. Okay, M Cosmetics. I'm not sure when this sale started or when it's going to end, but I know that it is currently running. They're doing 25% off site-wide, but this does exclude any of their sets, but they are doing gifts with purchase. If you do $50 or more, they're giving you one full-size product, and if you purchase something $75 or more, then you get 2 full-size products. And you're also getting free shipping with $50 or more. And my recommendations from M Cosmetics are definitely going to be their baked blushes. The Heaven's Glow blush in Faded Clementine. I've had this in my collection for a very long time. I want to say since like 2019 or 2020. And I absolutely love this blush. It is the most beautiful warm peach tone, and having it baked like that is just so soft and ethereal on the skin. And then I would also recommend the Cosmic Pearl shadows. I think that these are definitely, or they were definitely way before their time. They are these super metallic, almost cream feeling eyeshadows. They're almost cooling on the lids, and they just pack a punch. If you like something that is super shiny, super metallic, and just really a showstopper type of eyeshadow, these are your eyeshadows. They're so good. And I think with the conversation around pearl pigments and stuff like that, these seem to be very on par with that. So I'd recommend it if you love a really good punchy eyeshadow. Next we have Glossier. So their sale started November 23rd and it's running through December 3rd. They're doing 25% off and then 30% off $100 or more. And the exclusions on this are the sets, the holiday kits, except for the limited edition bomb.com duo, the merch, and the gift cards. I think that's correct. I think I have that right. But they don't have any code necessary for their sale. My recommendations are going to be the Ultra Lips. I love the Ultra Lips. They are so good, specifically in the shade Pony and Villa. Those are my 2 most used, and I just recently got Pony and I can't stop wearing it. It's such a good like neutral mauve tone. Like it's not too much mauve. It's almost like a pinky brown mauve, I guess. And the lip liner in Buff is so creamy. It lasts a fairly long time. It's not the most long-lasting lip liner, but it lasts almost the entire time that I need it to for the most part. But the shade Buff is the most beautiful contouring shade while being a little bit pink. So it's not going to look like a gray shadow on your lips. It's beautiful if you have a complexion like mine, but any of them, really any shade, they're really pretty. And then for fragrance, Glossier You Rev. I actually really love Rev, and I didn't think that I would like it more than Dew, but I just love it. I think it's slightly sweet. I get a little bit of that buttercream in it, and it's slightly sugary, but it's also still very grounded and warm because it has that peppery note to it that the original Glossier You has. It's incredible. If you're not a gourmand girl, you would probably be surprised by this one because I was surprised I liked it so much. All right, Hourglass. So it says when you go onto their website, it has a pop-up that says coming soon with email sign up, and then you can sign up. I did go ahead and put my info in there, so whenever they start the sale, I can like update it and I have that information. But it does say it's going to be 20% off site-wide. We're just not entirely sure when that's going to happen. But in terms of my recommendations for you guys, I would say the ambient lighting palettes, those are very popular. If you've had your eye on them, this is a good time to get them because they are quite pricey. But if you break it down, you get 6 different powder products, and then with a 20% off discount, I think this would be a good time to get them. As well as the airbrush concealer. I really enjoy this concealer a lot more than I thought that I would when I first purchased it. Actually, it is a thinner concealer, so I would say that it doesn't completely cover up my hyperpigmentation and my under eyes and stuff, but it's definitely great great for just brightening up the skin and making it look more healthy and a little bit more even. I like using this concealer layered with other more full coverage concealers. So this one to me is more of a light medium coverage, but it's really beautiful. If you don't have a lot of problematic skin like I do, I think that this would just be like the perfect touch of concealer. Next up, we have Huda Beauty, and can I just say, they really hype up their Cyber Monday and Black Friday sales. Like, they really hype it up, but there's not that much on sale, or at least the products that I would personally want, they're not even on sale. So they started it November 21st, and it says up to 80% off, and then they're supposed to have daily deals as well. So maybe keep an eye out for the daily deals. I would assume that some of their most popular products would only be on sale specific days, you know? But in terms of the things that are going to be on sale, my recommendations are going to be the Faux Filter Concealer. I think that this one actually is a very full coverage concealer, but it also feels very thin, so it's nice because it doesn't get cakey on the skin. And then the Lip Contour 2.0 in Warm Brown and Pinky Brown. Those two are my favorite. I love these because they're very nice and creamy, they're easy to blend out, and they actually last a bit longer than something like Glossier's lip liners would. And I feel like they have a good shade range. I feel like everyone would find one of their favorite colors. Mine personally would be Warm Brown. That's the one that I constantly reach for, but those would be my two recommendations for you guys. Next, we have another hair care brand, which is going to be Gisou, and they started their sale November 25th, and it's running through December 1st. They're doing 25% off site-wide, but they're excluding all the bundles. I don't have any recommendations for you guys here. I haven't tried enough Gisou to really like get a feel for it on my own, but I know it's really popular, so I wanted to include it here for you. Okay, Iconic London, they're doing 40% off individual products and 30% off discounted gift sets. I believe this is already running. They're doing free shipping with $45 or more. And again, I don't really have any recommendations. I do like the liquid highlighters though, I have that, but I don't reach for it enough to feel like I can like fully recommend it to you. They're nice, like I haven't thrown them away, I haven't given them away, so I think that says something. Next up, Ilia Beauty. So their sale is starting November 21st, running through December 2nd. And it says here that if you join the Ilia VIP email list, you get early access. I don't know if that time has already passed by the time this video has come out, but either way, you're gonna get 20% off site-wide, and they're also doing sale on sale products. So I'm guessing that just means that you can stack on top of already on sale things. But I believe that sale on sale products are final sale. So just keep that in mind if you do end up picking something up from them that is within that category. Iris and Romeo, they started their sale November 18th and it's running through December 3rd. 25% off site-wide and free shipping with $60 or more. And my recommendation from them is going to be the Weekend Skin SPF 50. I actually really like this product. I think that it's such a good SPF. I didn't know that it was an SPF. I thought it was like a glowy primer because it acts just like one of the glowy primers, like the Halo Glow from e.l.f., the Saie Beauty super glowy gels. What else? Like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, but it's a little bit thicker, which I personally enjoy because it acts kind of like a moisturizer, like a moisturizing base primer type of thing with glow in it. I also use this Weekend Skin SPF alone with just concealer. Like I used it as my complexion product to even out my skin. And then I'll use concealer and powder and everything like I normally would. Essentially, it just takes the place of foundation and it's so beautiful. It gives you such a glowy, hydrated, youthful skin look. It's super good. I really like that one. So highly recommend that product from them. Kaja Beauty, they have a sale going from November 25th through December 4th, and they are actually doing 35% off site-wide, which personally I think is really great, especially considering that Kaja already has some pretty reasonable prices. They're on sale on Kaja's site, Nordstrom's site, as well as Nordstrom Rack, and then additionally, Macy's is gonna have 50% off the eye bentos and the Sweetest Pear and Super Heart set from November 24th through November November 30th. So that's when those sales are happening during Macy's sale. They're giving you free shipping with $35 or more on their site. And I have a lot of recommendations actually from Kaja. I think Kaja is so underrated when it comes to a makeup brand. I highly recommend them because I feel like all of their things are so pigmented and easy to work with. So first off, holiday sets, I would recommend checking out the holiday sets first because it gives you an opportunity to try multiple different products in one set. And like I said, I have a lot of favorites. So if any of these sets have these following favorites, I would recommend them. So the Jelly Charm in Peach Fuzz, I really like the Jelly Charms because they're kind of like that glossy lip oil stain. So they do stain your lips, but they give you that really juicy lip look. And the Juicy Glass lip oils, these are so nice. So the shade Fig Smoothie, I have it included in my project pan currently. And then Plum Paloma, which is going to be kind of this like reddish brown shade, but it's a sheer shade. So you can use it with a lip liner, you can use it with a lipstick and just like top it with Plum Paloma and it looks so good. It is such a complimentary shade to my complexion personally. So if you're similar to me, you may really love it as well. The Beauty Bentos, the eyeshadow trios, they are the best. The best if you don't want to fuss with eyeshadow looks. Like if you want to take out a huge palette or a bunch of singles, it is a no fuss eyeshadow look in a trio. So the shade Spiked Ginger is my most reached for one. I love that one. I reach for that whenever I want something that's going to be no fail. And then the Glowing Guava one is a beautiful like berry mauve tone trio. And then lastly, the Dewy Bars. These are so good. They're going to be very dewy like it says. So if you have oily skin and you don't like that very hydrated look, I would not recommend them. But if you do like a hydrated look, these are super pigmented and they blend out beautifully. The Grapefruit Gelato and Cranberry Cooler, those two are my most used out of those. And I also like the unit for these. I like how they're like a twist up, almost deodorant stick type of thing because they're super easy to store and to travel with. Next up, we have Kosas, and their sale starts November 22nd and it's running through December 2nd. They're doing 25% off and a free gift with purchase with a $100 purchase, as well as free shipping with $40 or more. And I also have a lot of recommendations from Kosas. They're one of those brands that I've just liked for a very long time. So the Revealer Concealer, I use the shade number 6. You guys know that concealer has been or was my holy grail for a very long time. I love how lightweight it is. It almost feels like a gel cream. It has the perfect amount of coverage for my skin and it lasts all day on this skin. As well as the Cloud Set setting powder, I use the shade Comfy. I really like this setting powder. I would say that it's more of a finishing powder versus a setting powder because I like to use a loose powder to set all of like my creams and liquids and stuff, and then I'll go in with something like this Cloud Set powder to just dust everything away. And it gives you that last like veil finish, like where it looks like a filter on your skin. It's beautiful, and I'm personally going to be picking up another one because I am out of mine. The Blush is Life, which is going to be a similar consistency. It's going to be a baked powder. So it's similar to the Cloud Set. And my favorite shade from this is going to be Dreamland. This is going to be kind of like a berry tone, but it's a little bit warmer. So it just meshes into my complexion really well. And then the Kosas Brow Pop Nano in the shade Brown Black, specifically the Nano one because it's the super fine tip and it allows you to get into those brow hairs. I used it today. I use it pretty much every day. I actually am on my last one of these, and this is one of the very few products that I have backups of that I use constantly. And this is going to be something that I purchase multiple of. I don't typically do backups these days, but this one, I go through this fairly often and I love this brown product. So I'm going to stack up on these. Okay, next we have Kulfi. This is one that I wasn't 1000% sure about, but from what I can see, and I'm looking right now again just to make sure. So it looks like November 26th through December 2nd, they're going to be doing 20% off everything, which includes bundles. I hope that's correct. If it's wrong, I will let you guys know. But from Kulfi, I have a lot of favorites. Again, I love their concealer. Their concealer actually kind of took the place of the Kosas one for a very long time. I use it in the shade Mango. I find that this one acts very similarly to the Kosas one, except the Kulfi one has a better shade match for me, so I can use it all year round. I think it's creamy, it's blendable, it has really great pigmentation. The Zari Eye Cream shadows, those are some of my favorite products. The shade Sona Sona, I have talked y'all's ears off about. It's a beautiful glittery champagne shade. Bronze Brocade is going to be a beautiful bronze sort of coppery shade. These last all day, by the way. You don't have to use primer with them. The satin lipsticks, I think they're the perfect everyday lip color if you have any brown to your skin tone. The shade Caudy Kiss is my favorite specifically. I think those are like my main recommendations for you guys. Okay, Lancome, they have a preview sale. It's 30% off, but I can't find anything else about like how long that's gonna run, if they're gonna do any other sales for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but I do know that there's a preview 30% off. Makeup by Mario is another one that I could not find anything on, you guys, but we have seen that they've had sales for the last 3 to 4 years. So I'm anticipating to see some sort of sale. I think it's going to be anywhere between 25 to 30% off site-wide. So again, check that description for more info, or if you guys know, please leave it in the comments down below for us. NARS is another one that I wasn't entirely sure about, but from my research, I was able to find it elsewhere. So I found in the NARS Europe website, they were talking about their Black Friday sale. So I'm going to assume that we are also going to get some sort of Black Friday sale. It was confirmed that they will be having a sale. It was confirmed that you can return stuff that you purchase on sale, all those things, but I'm not sure how much, I'm not sure when. So again, that's going to be one that I'm going to be updating in the description box for you guys when I get that info. And then we have Natasha Denona. That one actually just started. They're doing up to 40% off. So she has this broken down. It says 35% off lip and cheek products, 35% off a build your own bundle, 40% off of curated bundles, and then 40% off of tools and base products. So that's everything I found from Natasha. Melt Cosmetics, they started their sale November 20th and they're doing 50% off site-wide. However, when I went to go look at it, not everything was 50% off. I think that this may be an up to 50% off sale. Okay, Merit Beauty, they're starting their sale November 25th, running it through December 2nd, and they're doing 20% off site-wide, and they're also giving an additional 30% off of lipsticks in the specific shades Au Natural, Bel Air, Falcon, and Cara Cara. And your first order, if you've never made an order on their website before, you're gonna get their signature Merit bag, which is a beautiful like corduroy bag. I have a couple of them and they're in this like mustardy gold color. And you're also going to get the mini version of the limited edition bag, which is cool. You get 2 different bags. There's no code needed for this, and my personal recommendations for you guys, the Flush Bomb in Fox. I love that shade. It is the perfect, beautiful, slightly warm neutral shade for my complexion when it comes to like cheek products. I have really been loving their Great Skin Moisturizer as like a primer for my makeup. I think that it's the perfect amount of creaminess for my oily skin without it feeling greasy or looking overly greasy as the day progresses underneath my makeup, you know? And then the signature lip satin lipsticks, the lightweight ones. I like the satin ones the most if you're gonna do one of the formulas, and my favorite shades are going to be the shades Ginger, which is like this neutral apricot shade, and then Fashion, which is more of a berry tone. I think it's a beautiful, like understated statement lipstick. So I love those products from Merit. Milk Makeup. I have a bunch of stuff about Milk Makeup, but from what I can see from cross-confirming with other resources, so they're doing a Black Friday sale that started November 18th and it's running through November 28th. They're doing 25% off site-wide plus a gift with purchase with $65 or more. And then November 29th through December 4th is their Cyber Monday sale, and they're doing 30% off site-wide with a gift with purchase of $85 or more. And they're additionally doing 35% off the Prime and Set products with a gift with purchase $85 or more. And then they have this thing that says 50% off sell down, entire event long, which I'm not entirely sure what that means, but as far as my recommendations go, I actually have a lot of recommendations from Milk Makeup as well. So the Cooling Water Jelly tints, these are very, very viral. They're kind of like controversial, or is it controversial? I don't know. They got really hyped up, but I will say they are good products. If you want something that's staining, but it doesn't feel like anything, like it definitely feels like a water stain on your cheeks, on your lips, these are really, really great. My personal favorite shades are Splash and Chill. They're beautiful, but they are very stubborn. So whenever you apply it, I would recommend you apply it with your brush. Like put it on your brush and then put it on your cheeks. Don't put it straight on your cheeks. The Sculpt Stick in Stoked, I love this for a contour shade. I think it's beautiful. These are very, very pigmented, so it's going to be a lot of like punchy pigmentation, but they're really easy to blend out. So I would say that a little bit of this goes a long way, but it definitely does give you that contour, like that shadow look. The Future Fluid Creamy Hydrating Concealer is actually a concealer that like crept up on me. I had it for a very long time and I didn't start using it consistently until I would say the last 4 or 5 months now, and I've had it for over a year. I love this concealer. I think that it's really nice and creamy. It's very blendable and it just looks like your skin. It makes your skin look really healthy. I think that this is one of the few concealers that I would use in place of a foundation. Like I like to use this all over my face, blend it out, and it looks incredible on the skin. The Kush Sheer Hydrating Lip Oil in Green Dragon, that one's my favorite because it's just peppermint. And their lip oils actually feel hydrating. I like to use this before I do my makeup. So whenever I prep my lips, I'll use this and then I'll do my makeup and then put my lip color on. The Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Powder, this is so mattifying. If you're looking for a very finely milled powder that is super mattifying, I would say this is one of the most mattifying powders I have found. And then lastly, the Kush High Roll Brow Tint in the shade Grind. I've done a small like short video on this. This is one of the brow tints that have the fibers in it, so it makes your brows look really voluminous, very bushy in a good way. There is definitely a learning curve here, so you've got to be a little careful whenever you apply this, but it is good. It's so good, and I traveled with this one as well. Okay, Oden's Eye, they're doing a sale from November 25th through December 1st, and I will tell you guys that this sale, I think things are going to sell out, so you gotta act quick. It says that 50% off is the minimum discount that they're gonna have. So 50% off and more is what it's looking like. Oden's Eye is an indie makeup brand that has incredible eyeshadows, like super buttery soft, very highly pigmented, really easy to blend. They have holiday palettes that always sell out. If they're not already sold out, I would recommend them. I got them last year and they are so good. Their metallics as well as their mattes are just incredible. They have single shadows. I have a ton of their single shadows. If you're going to be picky, I would say to go for some of the shimmers because indie brands have the best shimmers in the world when it comes to eyeshadows. So check those out. I don't even have one recommendation for you guys because the entire, like everything I have tried from Oden's Eye in terms of eyeshadows, so good, so good, so good. Okay, Olaplex, another hair care brand here. Their sale started November 17th and they're doing 30% off site-wide plus a free 50 milliliter number 3 with code HOLIDAY. They're doing free shipping for $50 or more and the code is VIP Cyber. Next we have Pat McGrath. They're doing November 29th through December 3rd, so it is going to be within that window of like Thanksgiving weekend. They have 30% off of $50, 35% off $150, and then 40% off $250. But I saw that it says this is excluding mothership palettes. I don't know if that means for this entire sale. It's gotta mean that, right? I don't know, but that seems odd. I think they've always had their mothership palettes included in the sale. At least when I got my mothership palettes a couple years ago, I bought them during the Cyber Monday Black Friday sale. So this is surprising to me. I don't know if this is correct, but this is just the information I have so far. Let me know if that has changed or if you guys know like what's going on there. Next, we have Rare Beauty. Their sale starts November 29th and it runs through December 1st. And they actually have a bunch of different types of sales, like it changes. So I have 30% off the Find Comfort collection on November 28th. I think it's just November 28th. Then on Black Friday, November 29th, they're doing 20% off site-wide, and that's one day only because the next day it changes. On November 30th, it says that they're doing up to 50% off lips. I don't know which products specifically are going to be which percentage. And then on December 1st, they're doing up to 50% off of face, like complexion products. Again, I don't know what's gonna be what, but I would recommend if you don't wanna risk it, like if it's a bestseller type of product, say it's like the bronzer stick or like the lip oils or something, those may not be 50% off on those specific days. So if you don't want to risk it, they are definitely doing 20% off site-wide on Black Friday. I have this labeled as unconfirmed, but again, we have seen very similar sales to this in past years. So if these numbers are not correct, I'm pretty sure it's going to be somewhere close. Okay, Rephr. Rephr is going to be another brush brand that I really, really like. I really only use 3 brush brands these days. Like I just kind of cycle through them. So they're doing a store-wide sale for wholesale discounts because they ended up getting a discount from their wholesaler. So now they're giving us a discount, which I think is pretty incredible of them to do. They're giving free shipping, $50 or more. And honestly, this is going to be another one that I'm so sorry about, but I like everything that I've tried from them. Specifically the number 4 face brush and the number 5 face brush. I use those very, very constantly within my makeup routine. And then all of the eye brushes, I like them. I really like this brand. They use Japanese soft hair bristles in their brushes, and I can attest to this, they are so soft. I'm pretty sure, so I read that the reason why they're so soft is typically when brushes are made, they're cut into shape, like however you need them. So sometimes that can create a little bit of a bluntness to the hairs. But the way that Rephr makes it is they actually take the ends of the hairs and then they cut the bottoms to make the brushes. So that's why they're more soft and they're natural hair brushes is what I'm trying to say. And they're cut in a different way. So they're super soft and they're incredible and they are so worth it. So worth it. Okay, RMS Beauty. Their sale is November 21st through November 25th. So this might be a little bit late, but I'm going to include this anyways. So they're actually doing something called Green Friday, and Green Friday is 30% off site-wide, plus you'll get a gift with purchase for $70 or more. You're going to get the Chameleon lip lights and a limited edition green pouch, but it also says November 13th that they're doing a 20% off site-wide. So I don't know, there's no end date on that. And when I checked, things were still on sale. So this one's a little iffy for me. This one's a little rocky. Okay, Sacheu Beauty, they are doing some sales as well. It already started. So 30% off site-wide and then 40% off of lip bundles plus free shipping of $30 or more. And 40% off of lip bundles is perfect because my recommendations to you guys were going to be the lip inks, the lip liner stains, but I personally like to use them mainly as actual lip stains. They're the ones that you put on the lips and then you peel off. My personal favorite shades are going to be the shades Pinked and the shades Mauve. They're great. They're incredible. They last forever on the lips. You just like put a good chunk of it on your lips, let it dry. I think 15 to 20 minutes is the recommendation, and then you peel it all off and it stays all day. All day. It's so good. I personally don't put it on the center of my lips right here because I find that my lips like hold the product weird there. So I like to just go everywhere else except for the very center, and it kind of turns into this gradient, and then I put a lip gloss over it and it's perfect. It's so good. So I will link all of those in the description box down below for you, as well as in the YouTube shopping, so you guys can see specifically what my recommendations are from them. Next, we have Saie. I don't have any information on Saie. I did want to include it in this video for you guys though, because I had some people ask about it. This is unconfirmed, but again, we have seen sales from them in the last couple of years. So they are most likely going to have a sale. I will have that updated for you guys. Sigma Beauty, the other brush brand that I mentioned, is one of the 3 that I use. So they have been running sales, you guys, and this is such a good time to purchase from Sigma Beauty. So they have a sale. They had an early access November 14th through 18th, but they're also doing November 28th through November 30th. I'm not sure if they have a Cyber Monday deal. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, but they're doing up to 75% off site-wide. And when I checked, some of their products, like the ones I wanted, are already sold out. So you guys need to get on this quick. And I think one of the reasons why is because you can also stack affiliate codes on here. I do personally have an affiliate code with Sigma. I will put it in the description box down below for you guys, but you can stack that 10% off with the code or with the sale on that specific product. So I think that's a really good deal. They're doing 5 for $75 on select palettes. And then they're also doing 3 for 1 select lip products, as well as free shipping at $25 or more. And my recommendations for you guys, I have a lot here. The color correcting duo. This is my go-to color correcting duo. I use medium to dark. I just, like today, just finished up another one of them. They're so, so good. And the Cool Neutrals palette is going to be my personal favorite eyeshadow palette from them. If you guys haven't used their eyeshadow formula, I'd highly recommend you check it out because it's so buttery smooth and their shimmers are shimmery. They're so underrated when it comes to their eyeshadows. I seriously love their eyeshadow palettes. And then in terms of brushes, again, I have a lot of favorite brushes from them, but specifically, I really like their soft collection, their soft coverage collection. It's a newer one that they came out with this year. I really like the F48 soft coverage brush. I love that one for foundation. The F11 soft sculpt brush and the F08 precision powder brush. That's going to be a paw brush, so it's great for liquids and creams like I mentioned earlier. But I've also used that to bake my face as well. So, so good. Love Sigma. Such a good brand. All right, so another unconfirmed sale. I'm sorry, you guys, but these are the ones that you specifically asked for. Summer Fridays. So it says on Revolve's website that they're having a Summer Fridays lip butter balm sale coming up. And again, Summer Fridays does typically run Black Friday sales, so I'm expecting to see that they're gonna have a sale. From my research, I have seen that they do have sales. So again, description box. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really trying here. Okay, Tower 28 on November 25th, running through December 1st. We're seeing their typical sale that they do Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which is 20% off $50 or under, or 28% off $50 or more. And I have a couple of recommendations from them. So the SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray, my #1 facial spray. I love it. It helps to calm any irritation on my skin if I'm breaking out. That is my go-to. I actually use it every single day, and I think I'm running low. I have one other bottle and I'm going through another bottle, but I think I need another one. And then we have the Shine On Lip Jellies. These are really nice. My favorite are going to be the Pistachio shade and the Cashew shade. The Beach Please cream blushes, some of my favorite potted cream blushes in the shade Magic Hour, Finest Hour, Office Hour, and Power Hour. Those are my 4 go-tos. I love them. Currently though, I have on Finest Hour, which is going to be the red blush. Such a good blush. And then the Sculptino in Getty. It's a cream contour product and it's beautiful because it's a very light contour product. So it's going to have that gel consistency, but it's not going to be an aggressive gray tone. Like it definitely still has a hint of brown in it. So it's very much wearable on a lot of complexions. Next, we have Ulta, and Ulta actually, you know, I've talked about about this, they have tons and tons of sales, and I know that they're planning on doing a lot of Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. It varies between different brands. I do plan on posting about these different sales on my Instagram, so check that out on those days, like around Black Friday and Cyber Monday days. That weekend, I will be posting the Ulta sales for you guys. I have a feeling that they're gonna have some pretty good ones specifically on Cyber Monday because we've seen in the past that they have great sales. And then they're also always doing free shipping for $35 or more. Hey guys, I just wanted to update you on a couple of the Ulta sales that we have started to see. So if you go on Ulta's website, they have everything spelled out here. They are doing a ton of sales. They have 30% off of select MAC. They have 40% off of Morphe, 40% off of select moisturizers. They're doing $100 off Dyson, a bunch of shampoos and conditioners, which is very, very popular. And they're also doing a fragrance gift with purchase. They're doing a robe or a throw with a $70 fragrance purchase, as well as a couple of like daily deals. So I think this is really great to look at. And I am anticipating that they're going to do even more sales during Cyber Monday. So definitely check back in here and I will have updates for you guys. Verb and Decay, they're doing 30% off of site wide and then 50% off select products on their site. My recommendations for you guys, of course, the Moon Dust shadows in the shade Space Cowboy, because that one is just like a go-to. And if you don't have it yet, I'm sure that you would enjoy it. But if you already have it or you're looking for something a little different, my other two favorite ones, and probably more favorite ones, Lithium, beautiful smoky eye in like one shade, and then Solstice, which is my favorite like brown, blue, purple shift type of duochrome. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. The Face Bond foundation, I have it on today, shade 17. Such a good foundation, especially if you have oily skin. It really stays on the skin. It feels very lightweight. And then the Moon Dust Space Cowboy Star eyeshadow palette. I think this is 50% off on their site when I was looking at it. This one really surprised me by how much I liked this. It is such a wearable eyeshadow palette. Admittedly, the star like shape of it is really hard to store properly, but if you can get past that and you actually like the palette shape, then the actual shadows within them really good. And then lastly, the Quickie Concealer, which is another one of the very few concealers that I can use all over my face in place of foundation. This one is my go-to for that. Like, this is definitely multi-use. I love using this as a foundation. It is high coverage in my opinion, and the shade matches are just great. They have a really good shade range for their concealers. I don't like the brush on the other end, but the actual product itself is very good, especially again if you have oily skin. It sits so well on the skin, and then it is one of those that tends to look better as the hours go on. Okay, rounding out this list, we have two more. So Verb, another hair product, another hair brand. I'm losing my mind right now. They're doing 30% off site-wide with the code BFSAVE. I've only used their Ghost Oil and it's good, but it's not my go-to. But I know a lot of people love Verb, so that's there if you guys want it. And lastly, YSL Beauty, which was another really highly sought-after sale. November 21st through December 2nd, we're seeing 15% off $75, 20% off $125, or 25% off of $150. And they're also doing a free shipping and samples with a $100 purchase. Okay, it says that it started, but I'm not seeing the sales. Am I wrong? Is this wrong? I don't know, you guys. I'm not seeing the sale just yet, but it should have started. Now I'm confused about the YSL Beauty one because I just went on their website to look at the sale and I don't see it. I wonder if you have to sign in, or maybe I have it wrong. I don't know. I'm sorry if I have it wrong though. I'm sorry if I have any of this wrong, but I hope either way you get some good deals. Alrighty guys, that concludes all of the sales that I have found for skincare and makeup. Again, I will be updating the description down below with any edits of these sales, with any additions of brands, as well as in that skincare Black Friday Cyber Monday deal video. So check that one out as well. I really hope that you found some value in this. I hope that this helps you kind of get your mind together and figure out what you want to purchase when, or, you know, if you want to prioritize purchasing from a brand, or if you want to prioritize it from another brand, whatever you want to do. I'm not here to judge. I am just here to offer you guys these sales and do with it as you will. This is stuff that I look up like every year anyway, so I thought that I would just share the wealth of knowledge that I have here and just give you guys everything that I found. So if you guys enjoyed it, if you like this type of content, please like this video so I know, and please like it, share it, comment on this video so YouTube like sends it out to more people and we can all save more money and we can all be happier and everyone can get gifts on Christmas on sale. I don't know. Please help me out, because these videos have been monsters to put together and just get all the info on. So if you enjoyed it, please let me know if you did. I would like to continue this as the years go on if you guys find value in it. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.